jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly?
Hello everyone, I hope you all have been doing good and staying safe. Welcome to Obaasan TDP. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I am very excited for the future. I'm always excited for the future. And I have said multiple times how writing is so important to me, how I want to make money off of my writings, how I want to share my writings with people. And so I have a better understanding of the direction I'm trying to get, not trying, but the direction I am heading towards. But as of right now, I'm still building it, I'm still putting it together. So over time, things will grow. So the point of me saying that is to kind of basically say that, you know, normally we break down what the channel is here for, what we're all about, what we are doing for you. I'm not at that point yet. I will be soon. But I wanted to do this video because there's something that I am starting on Instagram, and I wanted to explain it to you all who will participate or who will see it. So before I get into that, I do want to say, please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. But what's really important right now, until I get the platform that allows me to connect to you all just by an email, but what's really important right now is, if you do have an Instagram, please follow me on Instagram at Obaasan _1. So it's at OBAASAN_. The link will be in the bio. But the reason why it's super important is because through Instagram, for now and probably for a very long time, I will be providing updates and information on that platform. And so you can keep up. As long as I keep pushing out, you can keep up with everything. And so something that I want to start doing with you all is something I do by myself, for myself, with myself. So let me go ahead and actually read it and then talk about it. March 1st, 2021. Crazy that we are already stepping into March. We made a few mistakes, but it's normal. One thing I love about us is the fact that we keep moving forward no matter what. And then I wrote something that is very personal, so I'm not going to read that. So I'm going to skip that. Keep trying your best at work. 1% better if I understand a section of the spec better, or if I answer a question, or get to work early. That's 1% better. Stay positive. We are almost done with this chapter of our life and on to a new one. Push through. You can do anything and everything, only if you want to. And then there's another section where I write, thank you, Uni, for everything. Thank you for the strength. I am beyond happy with our new place, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm ordering my pole at the moment. I just got paid. I'm still debating on the pets, but no rush. I can't believe it. After about 4 to 5 years, I finally have a space of my own, which is my room. And I will be hopping on my self-help book ASAP. There is a self-help book, but that's not coming out anytime. So that ASAP, no. But let me talk a little bit about that. So the first section, I was just writing, talking to myself. We're stepping into March. I made some mistakes. Just focus on getting 1% better this month, on improving, doing something better. That was me conversing and talking to myself. The second half, I took some time to thank Uni, to do some manifestation. So with all of this being said, what's really cool is that in the second part, I was saying thank you. I was writing as though I was living in my new 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. At that time, I wasn't. But when I was writing, I was. Mentally, I was living in that new 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So it's manifesting. Which I will talk about one day. Trust me, we're gonna have a lot of conversations. But okay, cool. I read that. What's up? There's something that I want to do with you all, and it's called Dear Uni. So what is Dear Uni? Dear Uni is a moment of reflection. It is a conversation you are having with yourself and the universe, or whoever you're talking to. It can be God, it can be Buddha, it could be your mom, it could be someone who's passed. It can be yourself, it's whoever you are talking to. But it's basically a moment where you sit by yourself and you write. You just write. You converse with yourself, you write, you manifest. And we'll get into details of what those things are as we slowly build on this new concept of Dear Uni. What's the breakdown? How do you do it? You know, what's going on? So you're going to take some time. When I do it for myself, I write to myself. I write little on papers, or I write cards to my future self. I date when I write it so I can look back and be like, that's pretty cool. But I write, and it depends on what's going on. Maybe I'm dealing with a situation, so I write a letter at that time, and then I date it for the future. Like, oh, it's for a month, or it's in a few weeks, or it's whenever the situation's over. And then I read what I wrote to myself. So how we are going to be doing it as a whole here right now is that our time frame of writing this is at the end of the month or the very beginning of the month. So, okay, I'll explain that a little better. For example, it's August. So the last week of August, however I want to measure it, I might take some time to sit, or I might wait for the beginning of September, like September 1st. It's up to you. But I'm going to take some time at the ending of the month or the very beginning of the new month to write about how I think the new month is going to go, what I'm concerned about, what I'm excited about, what I want to achieve. And then the other half of that is to manifest. So for example, if a goal of mine is to get a Mustang. So I might write, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm at the dealership today getting my Mustang. Or, oh my god, it feels so amazing to be sitting in my Mustang right now, driving down the street. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. But I'll write and I'll give thanks, and I'll not act, but I'll experience the feelings, the experience at that moment. As though it's there, I write about it as though it's really happening. And even if maybe I don't achieve it that month or the next time I read that letter, but I'm constantly reminding myself and reliving this until it's a reality, until I really have my Mustang. So you take this time at the end of the month or the beginning of the new month and just write about what's about to happen this new month. You're bringing your thoughts into this physical world by writing about it. So I feel like it's just really cool. One thing that I say is that when you write, you have these reflections. Anytime you write something, you're creating a history book of yourself. You look back at it and you learn something. And it might not be super obvious at first, but over time, the more you write, the more you have back to look at, you start to see patterns. And we'll talk about that in the future. Like I said, we have a lot to talk about. So I want to push and motivate you all to write, but there's another part to this. Dear Uni is also about sharing what you're comfortable to share. Identity shown, identity not shown. Just sharing your words, spreading it around. Sharing builds a connection between other entities. Like, we're connecting with each other every time we share something. So I think it's just amazing to be able to share and expose yourself to one another. Properly, of course. Or not properly, but no, stop it. Yamateo. Anyway, that's what Dear Uni is all about. And over time, we'll talk more about it. Yeah. It's gonna be slow. And we're still going to figure out the details. I'm still going to figure out different ways I can explain it and express it better. But the best way to do this is by sharing my own example. So, please, keep keep an eye out for my first. Auntie, be quiet. Well, it's not my first because I do this all the time. I read one earlier, but my first Dear Uni that I am sharing with you all. And once you see it pop up a little bit more, once you're comfortable, maybe I might reach out to you to see if you want to be a part of it. If you follow me on Instagram, I do more interaction there. But when you're ready, you can also share. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be short. It's whatever you're comfortable with. And if you don't want to share, as long as you're doing it, if you're finding that time to talk to yourself, it's a beautiful moment. It's amazing. It has so much value to it that I don't think we notice. In just case, it is the time that you take to write to yourself, to talk to yourself. So I'm super excited for this journey. This is not my first video. I've had the channel Endless Wonder with Maria. I was doing Obaasan earlier this year. But what's cool is that I feel this time I have a sense of direction. I have an idea. I have a value. But now it's all about building it and adding to it. And just figuring it out together. So I'm super excited. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can stay updated. But what's really important, if you haven't guessed it already, is to follow me on Instagram. We'll keep in touch. We have so much to talk about. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
You see here, kid, you gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees